Well, there are mounting fears about increasing inflation and a possible recession after another tumble for stocks on Wall Street.
Is this the time for investors to panic? That means us. Joining us right now is NYU Stern Professor of Economics, Lawrence White. Professor White, nice to have you on Good Day New York.
Good morning. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
How did we get to this point? What happened?
Oh, man. It's a whole combination of things. There's some fundamental supply and demand things. The Port of Los Angeles clogging up, difficulties in getting stuff from China into the United States. We have had a lot more demand for goods relative to services in the recent past, and we've had a stimulating monetary policy, stimulating fiscal policy that now needs to be reversed. So it's a whole confluence of things all coming together, and here we are with 8% inflation and a crumbling stock market, alas.
So there's lots of, criticism that the Feds did not react quick enough. And if they didn't react quick enough, can they react now to get us, back in on the road that we should be on?
Yes, they can react, but it's going to take a bigger reaction. With 2020 hindsight, I think it's clear, starting maybe not quite a year ago, maybe middle of the summer, tail end of the summer last year, we needed the Fed to have realized these were not transitory problems. They were more fundamental, and the Fed needed to start tightening then. Better late than never. We don't want inflation to get out of control. We don't want a really severe recession, but it's clear there has to be a slowing down of the macro economy, and the Fed, taking the lead on this. Let me add that there's one thing that we should stay away from. It's always politically tempting to think in terms of wage and price controls. Stay away. The last time we had them was in 1971, the Nixon administration. They didn't work well then. They won't work well now.
Professor, it's just interesting when you hear that. It's hard not to get it to go politically, because when you see the administration finally admitting, hey, it's not transitory, but it's a little too late, you kind of just wonder, what is going on, in that boardroom? Why didn't they have someone like you in there saying, hey, let's give some better advice?
As my grandmother would have said, from your lips to God's ear. Again, it is 2020 hindsight, but I would have thought, say 15, 16 months ago, March, you might have said, gee, the Port of Los Angeles, it can't stay clogged forever. Surely in the next month or two, they'll get it unclogged. And hey, we've got vaccines coming on. That's going to make people more comfortable going out, easier to get back to work. All of those things should help on the supply and the demand side. But by June or July, if it wasn't working, that's just about a year ago. That's when the folks at the Fed should have said, gee, it doesn't look like it's just transitory. We're going to have to start taking actions, and let's hope we can do this gradually.
Yeah.
Alas, that's not what happened.
Well, what about, people watching this? How can they prepare? Because it seems like there may be some major layoffs looming in the future.
Well, there's no question there's a slowing down in the future. And that is the tightrope walk that the Fed has to do at this point. We don't want to fall into a substantial recession. We'd like just a slowing down rather than a fall.
But that recession is inevitable.
I don't think it's inevitable, but it may be hard to avoid. Maybe if we're lucky, we just have a slowing down rather than a a fall.
All right, Professor,
But
one
as
last.
we know,
I was going to say one last tip. People watching at home, getting a little nervous about what they should do. What should they do right now? Give them one tip so it can alleviate their fears.
Oh man, take a deep breath. Don't panic. If you are an investor, think about the long run and don't think that you can time the market or outsmart. There are tens of thousands of smart men and women who spend their entire working days trying to figure this stuff out. If you're an amateur like me, don't even try. Take a deep breath. Think about the long run.
Thank you.
If you're a professor, you're not an amateur.
Professor Lawrence White from NYU Stern, thank you so much for coming on and sharing your wisdom with us this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you.